Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you a very special ukulele from Mr. John Kinnard, one of my favorite ukulele brands out there. But this ukulele is special because this is number 2 out of 5 from a limited edition Mermaid series ukuleles that he's created between the years of 2014 to 2021. So this ukulele is number 2, and it was made in 2015. So it had a lot of time to open up and sound. I'll just give you a sneak peek. That's crazy sounding ukulele. But anyways, this is number 2 of the 5 of the limited series mermaid model ukuleles that he's created. And going into sound later, this ukulele is very unique looking. There's only probably 2 or 3 ukuleles that ever played that had a mermaid painted on top of the face of the instrument. So some of the details that I can remember from this ukulele is that, first of all, yes, you do see the mermaid, and then you do see like the blue dye over the front of the instrument. And this picture or this artwork is supposed to depict this mermaid, which is, again, this is called the daughter of Polaris. This is the name of the ukulele, name of the mermaid. She's basically underwater. That's why you see all of this blue hue in the background. And then if you guys can see like these kind of little patches where you don't see too much of the blue. It's pretty much to kind of indicate like air bubbles that's kind of rising from the bottom of the ocean. As you can see, like the patterns of the waves coming up from the bottom of the ocean right here. So very, very cool. And then the mermaid's hair is made to be drawn kind of like seaweed, and you can see kind of how wild and crazy it is. It's to pretty much represent that it's going with the ocean, the flow of the ocean and the currents of the ocean. So very, very cool artwork here on the front of the instrument. Now behind the artwork, we have Western red cedar top, and then on the back and sides we have claro walnut wood. Very, very nice. I love the book matching on this one especially. I love how it kind of just comes into the center right here, but everything is just book matched so beautifully. All the little green patterns, the wavy green patterns up here, just very, very beautiful. And you can see the kind of like the ripple effects here on the side with this green pattern. So I actually really like the set of walnut wood used for this ukulele because it kind of combines with the overall theme of this kind of ocean theme, the mermaid theme of this instrument. Now here on the bridge, on the fretboard, and on the faceplate, we have East Indian rosewood. So it has a very rich, kind of like a dark chocolate kind of color here on the fretboard, kind of lighter color here on the bridge, but really dark chocolate color on the fretboard. And we got a lighter color here on the faceplate with John Kinnard's logo. And then here in the back we have the Goto tuners, black UPT Goto tuners. And then here on the sides, the binding on the top and back, we have ivory, which is basically, it's pretty much trying to make it look like the white ivory. So it's really nice. It complements the overall aesthetics of the woods really nicely. And what else do we have here? We have this, which you can use you can have this to use for your strap right here. And last but not least, or 2 more things, we have a side port right here, so you can hear exactly what's being played in front of you. You can have an accurate representation of the sound that's coming from the front of the instrument, and you can hear it basically because your face is right here. And then an important thing to mention is that there's a radius fretboard here on this ukulele. And for me personally, I do love radius fretboards. I think it makes a difference, especially when you're holding these bar chords, because naturally your finger doesn't want to be straight. There's always like a somewhat natural curvature of your finger. So when you play a bar chord on these radius fretboards, I think it makes a difference for ease of playing. But getting into the sound of this instrument, it is absolutely phenomenal, and it's one of the reasons why I love John Kinnard's instruments so much, because it's just so I mean, what's not to love about this? You have a big sound, it's very open, the instrument breathes a lot, the sound fills the room, whether you're in like a 10-foot room or like a 100-square-foot room. It's just so beautiful. Now the quality of the sound, you can hear every single note very clearly. It's balanced really nicely, so you don't overhear, like, let's say the G and the C string, and then the E and the A is not as loud as the top 2 strings. You can hear the A cut through all of the top 3 strings. right? And then we have the note separation. Like if I were to hold fret 5, 5, 5, 7, you can hear every single note so clearly. And if I were to hold, let's say 10, 12, 10, 12, it just cuts through. It's so clean. And then even the sustain all the way up here on the higher frets, it just rings out like this. The sound doesn't just die out right off the bat after you strum it. It has a nice long decay in the sound, which is what makes a really good sounding ukulele. Now, what does this sound like on the 12th fret? Beautiful, as always. You have a nice sustain here on the 12th fret. The sound doesn't get muddied out. It's very crisp, very articulate. Here on the 15th fret, very nice. I strum the C chord. Want to do little runs? Every single note is very clean. Again, the sustain is really, really nice. Yeah, John Kinnard's instruments are absolutely amazing. Works of art, but also works of art in sound. So here is a sound sample of this magnificent instrument, and I'm just gonna go ahead and improvise and see where this ukulele takes me. It's gonna take me on a journey, and I'll see you at the end. And here's what this ukulele would sound like with a little bit of strumming.